We'll get a little more practice with the long division today. Some of y'all did very well with it yesterday. Some of y'all definitely need some practice. We're going to focus on some word problems. Also going to show you somewhere they use remainders, okay? Before we get to the word problems, go ahead and give this one a try. 5,511 divided by 22. Who's got it? Sari? 250 is correct. And sorry, I had to change it because, like I said, I didn't want to do the remainders yet and accidentally had one of those. So we got 5,500 divided by 22. If I make the list, that makes things a little easier. You probably didn't have to do the whole list. You know, doesn't go into 5. So we go to the next one. We got 55. If we look over here, we want the highest number less than that. So that's right there. That's 2 times, and that makes 44. We subtract, and that gives us 11. Bring down to 0, we got 110. When we look over here, we got exactly that. So we can do 5. We subtract. We got no remainder right there. We still got a digit to bring down. What I know some people at times forget is we need a place value there. We need something there. So you got to make sure you have that 0 on the end as well, and not just 25. Everybody clear on that? Any questions? All right, so for the most part, what we'll do are word problems. They shouldn't be too bad. All it is they're giving you a 4 or 5 digit number and usually a double digit number. So we just want to divide. So we got 1,134 divided by 21. 21 doesn't go into 1. Doesn't go into 11, so we're looking at how many times it goes into 113. So we make our list. We got 21, 42, 63, 84, 105, and 126 if I go to the next one. So that means I'm looking at 5 there with the 105. So my 5 goes up top, the 105 on the bottom, we subtract. I have noticed a few 6th graders are having a problem with their subtraction. If I've got 3 minus 5, that is not 2. You got to borrow, right? That makes that 13. We put a 0 there. 13 minus 5 is going to give us 8. We got zeros for the rest. Bring down our 4. 84. We got that right there. That's 4 times. We subtract. No remainder. That's it. Any questions on that? As I said, word problems are working out exactly the same way. Y'all go ahead and try this one. EMS received a donation of 1,364 books. The books will be split evenly between the 11 homerooms. How many books will each homeroom receive? Dividing by 11 makes for a pretty easy list. All right, Tariah, what'd you get? 124 is correct. So we look, doesn't go into 1, goes into 13 one time. We got 2, 6 comes down, goes into 26 2 times. 22's down here. Subtract, get a 4. Next 4 comes down, goes into 44 4 times. And no remainder there. So we get 124. Okay? Any questions on that one? So word problems, just as easy or just the same as the other ones. All right, now here's where it gets a little different. We got, it says the county is taking all of the middle school students to Carowinds. 1,550 students signed up. Each bus can hold 45 students, and each bus is filled before students get on the next one. So we're going to focus on this first part here. It's asking how many buses are used, okay? So I'm going to make the list. Y'all just pay attention. You don't have to work it out. We got 45, 90, 135, 180, and we'll just start off with that. So I got 1,550 divided by 45. Doesn't go into 1, doesn't go into 15. Goes into 155 3 times. We subtract. 0 comes down, I got 200. Well, I guess I should do the next one. That'll give me 225, that's too high. So it's going in there 4 times. We subtract, that's a remainder then, okay? All right, so the question's asking how many buses are used. So, how many buses are used? 35, all right? They're not leaving behind those 20 kids. They got 35 buses. They got to go to the next bus. It's just not full, okay? Everybody clear on how that question works? The other thing it could ask is how many full buses are there? How many full buses are there? 34. So 2 different questions asking kind of the same thing. I kind of wrote over it, but that part B there says how many are on the last bus. How many students are on the last bus? 20. What that part B is our remainder right here. Part A would be our whole number plus 1 in this case. Okay? So you see how those work? It's not anything more difficult. You're just working it out exactly the same. You're just going to have a remainder. You just got to be a little more careful with what the question's asking you for. And you know, the problem's not going to tell you, oh, there's a remainder or no remainder. You have to be able to figure that out correctly on your own. Okay?